everybody, welcome to my first YouTube video. So today's look is gonna be, oh, excuse this. So today's look is gonna be a kind of dramatic Valentine's Day look. And at first I did a smoky eye with a red lip. If you follow me on Instagram or you follow my blog, I posted that, but then I lost all the pictures, so I apologize for that. I'm not gonna do that look anymore because I've tried filming it like 3 times and yeah, it's just not gonna work. So this look is very, it's not very dramatic, but it's definitely for those of you who want to glam up on Valentine's Day, and I am gonna do a more natural version coming up. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I'm not gonna ramble on, and let's just get into the video. Okay. So I'm starting out with a clean face, and there's me saying hello. And I'm just applying my Dr. Jart Waterdrop Hydrating Moisturizer. And I'm basically putting this all over my skin. And I love this because it sinks into the skin really fast. So if you're a makeup wearer, it's really good to have a moisturizer that's going to settle in really fast. It's not going to take forever. So this is really nice, and the consistency is really good too. So now I'm just applying my Victoria's Secret lip plumper, and this is just to give me a little bit of fullness in my lips. Now moving on to my Urban Decay primer potion. I love this. I love all their primers, but I like this one especially. And I really put a lot on. You really don't need a lot of this product, but it's okay. And I'm just applying that, and then I'm going to go in with some concealer, and this is just to add a base for all my eyeshadows because I am going to be using a lot of eyeshadows and I want them to stand out and to last all day. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Neutralizer, and then I'm going to blend that in with my really dirty Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. And this is a really nice alternative to the Beauty Blender if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend $20 on a Beauty Blender. So I just keep blending that in, and I really... Oh wait, I don't know what was going on here. Okay, let's move on now. Okay, so the start of the show, not this brush, but the palette. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm so in love with this. As you can see, I'm really excited. So I'm taking the color Tempera, and this is going to go all over my lid, and this is going to set the base that we just put down. And this is really good to do, especially when you're going to be blending out eyeshadows on top of it. You want to blend powders on top of powders. That way everything just goes on really smoothly. So I'm taking the color Porefessional, and I'm using a Wet n Wild crease brush, and these brushes are really good. They definitely get the job done, and they're really affordable too. So I'm just putting that in my crease, blending and blending and blending. You know, the key to a good eyeshadow is to just keep blending and take your time. And I'm taking this other brush. It has nothing on it. It's just gonna help buff out that those harsh edges. And I'm going to make everything really look flawless. So now I'm taking this Soho crease brush, and I'm going to have a little bit of trouble. Okay, come on girl, get it together. You're almost there. Still couldn't find it. I was so confused. Okay, so the color Cypress Umber is going to go right under Porefessional. And this is going to deepen up the look, but it's not going to be so harsh as, you know, you putting on a black color in your crease. So I'm just going to keep blending that in, and I kind of put a little bit more on. You always want to start with a little bit and work your way in. So I'm having trouble again. I don't know why I was so confused. I'm sorry. So I'm taking the color Love Letter, and I was using a Wet n Wild brush, but it really wasn't working for me, so I kind of tossed it, and I went to a more stiffer brush. It was really stiff, and I think that's what helped pick up the product. Oh yeah, it definitely worked. So I'm just packing that all over my lid. And then I'm going back in with Bonfusco, and I'm just blending everything in together. Okay, so moving on to the face, I did my other eye and my eyeliner off camera just to save some time, and I'm just applying some primer. This is the Benefit Porefessional, and this is really good not only to minimize your pores, but to even out any skin texture that you have. It's just going to create a nice canvas for any foundation we're going to apply. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color 128. I love this foundation for every day because it's not too heavy, but it still gives you really good coverage. And I just dot that everywhere. So I am going to kind of speed on to, I'm going to speed on through my foundation and bronzer and all that because I am going to try to do an everyday foundation routine. So this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just literally blending everything in with my sponge. I love using a sponge for this because it gives you such a flawless finish. And I still use brushes sometimes, but most of the time now I just use my sponge now. So concealer, this is Maybelline's Master Camouflage Concealer. This is full coverage. A little bit of this goes a long way. I literally just put a little bit, you see a little dot on the back of my hand, and a little goes a really long way. I love this concealer. And I did contour, but like I said, I want to do a foundation routine, so I kind of cut that out a little bit. But everything will be blended in together with the same sponge. And now I'm taking my Airspun translucent powder. This is a great powder, really messy, but it works so good. And I just basically am packing on the powder under my eyes. This is called baking, and you basically leave your powder under your eyes for about 10 minutes. So while that's cooking or baking, I just blend out everything. And it just leaves a nice flawless finish. I leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I wipe it away, and it just makes everything look so pretty. Makes your under eye look really flawless. So now I'm taking the color, I think it's called, I forgot what it's called, but I'll list it down below on the description box. I can't think of it at the top of my head. But I wanted a little bit of shimmer because the whole eye was really matte, and I just wanted a little bit of balance between matte and shimmer. So I'm just applying that in my inner corner. And then I'm smoking out the lower lash line with Cypress Umber. And I put yeah, my eyes are really sensitive. And then I put Mr. Scott's eyeliner from the Balm, and it's a really pretty, like, deep plum color. It looks so pretty against blue eyes. What am I saying? Brown eyes. Sorry. So now I'm contouring with my Lavish brush that I got from TJ Maxx. And this is a Wet n Wild contour kit. I love the color of this because it's not too ashy and it's not too warm, so it's the perfect contour for my skin tone at least. And now I'm just cleaning up that contour by baking again. This is the same method I used under my eyes. And it's just going to clean up any harsh edges. You know, if you're kind of sloppy with your bronzer or your contour, this is really going to help sharpen it up. And now I'm bronzing with my Revlon bronzer. Again, I'll list the name down below. And my really beat up bronzer brush, but it's so good. I mean, the handle kind of got messed up, but the brush itself, it's so good. It really makes your bronzer look pretty, and my hair was in my way. So now I'm taking the Balms Hot Mama blush, and you can also use this as an eyeshadow, but I don't really use it as an eyeshadow. It's a really pretty coral peach color, and it has a little bit of shimmer to it, so it's going to make your skin look a little bit more radiant. It's so pretty for the summertime and on tan skin too. So moving on to highlight, I'm taking the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I was so happy because I really like how this looks, and the highlight was so intense. And I did wet my brush with a little bit of setting spray just to make it stand out a little more. So I'm basically highlighting everywhere, all over my face. And after that, we're pretty much done with the look. Now we're just going to move on to the lips. And the lips, I'm going to be using a Mary Kay lipstick. It's a really pretty nude everyday color. And it has a little bit of sheen, but it's not too shiny. It's really pretty. So that concludes this look, and I hope you guys like it. It's so pretty for Valentine's Day, and I really hope you guys get some inspiration from it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!